Welcome back. Day two of the elections. Intense stuff going on in the world right now, specifically the United States. Let's clear up what happened last night.
Hmm.
We went to red. Florida was red. Texas was blue. Last night turned red. It's going to remain
Did
red
we leave when it was red or blue?
when it was blue.
We
Or
left
like
when it was blue.
red.
Okay.
It's becoming red, I guess. Alaska is
It's red. Come on.
still undecided, but obviously it's red.
It's obviously red.
Colorado turned out to be blue. Not a big surprise, considering the voting margins. Colorado did pretty well compared to last year, I think.
North Carolina is red, basically.
Let's go for the definites first, Hugo, okay?
Okay, Andres.
New Hampshire went blue. Good for Biden to keep that New England string. Minnesota,
Stop
blue.
being so biased.
Okay. And now Iowa went red. Oops, my bad. Wait. There. Iowa red. So as you can see, this is what we went to bed. This is how we went to bed last night, pretty much. 226 to 198. Big news from big Donald J. Trump. He said that he won the election.
Yeah.
So that's a big deal for
Well,
his
well,
base, for his supporters, because he prematurely called the election. What are you guys' thoughts on that?
wait.
I think that's line. I mean, there's still much more to do. Like you see, the whole Wisconsin, Minnesota, Ohio, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Georgia. They're big states and they're still a battleground. Although Trump does have a lead in like Georgia, North Carolina, last time we checked, and I think at some point he also had a lead in Michigan and sort of the northern part. Biden was not so much far away, and there was still a lot of more votes to count, especially those million votes.
I mean, we could basically give Michigan and Wisconsin to Biden as well at this point, right?
I I agree. Yeah, I was just putting what we went to bed to.
Yeah.
So this morning, two very important calls for Joe Biden. Wisconsin, blue. Michigan, blue. Big news though, Donald Trump suing Michigan for
Yeah.
their vote count. So we'll see if he has a case if they have to recount the votes. Still, considering the margins, let's just look at Michigan right now. Considering the margins, I think that Biden should still have the lead. Um, yeah, and if we go back to Wisconsin, there was some voter controversy because at one point there was just a massive spur of 136,000 votes going directly to Biden.
Yes.
So that caused a lot of controversy, especially with Trump's base, and a lot of Republican and conservative pollsters and commentators. They went on the attack and they really drove that home to the base. So Wisconsin, pretty solid state for Biden, based on what we can see. I mean, 20,000 votes difference. If I were Trump, I would probably be suing Wisconsin instead. But we'll see. He'll probably do that as well. We'll see what happens. Very tight race. Solid for Biden though. And now let's predict the. Oh wait, I forgot. Ohio's right. Yeah. So 252 to 216 currently. What do you guys think is going to happen tonight, tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday? What?
Saturday? Well, I mean, I think PA. I forgot the name of the state is going to Trump. Personally, I think it's going to Trump, but it's one of those that could turn.
So this is Ugo's prediction.
Arizona and Nevada are basically Democrat at this point. Maybe Nevada changes, but Arizona is definitely blue.
All right. So look at that. That gives Biden the edge. He just needs one one he needs this Nebraska district vote, and that gives him the win. And this is what he has at the moment. So do you think he's well? This is pretty much confirmed. In Maine, this is red though. So as you can see, the district electoral votes, they went both ways. That's a big deal. That 1 point could bring Biden to the lead. if we can keep Nevada and Arizona, what are your thoughts?
I think that if Biden gets Arizona and Nevada, it's pretty much done. I mean, he has won that one point. It might seem like eternal to get a victory, but I think that if he manages to get those two states, then it's gonna be Trump is gonna be definitely on the ropes, and Biden has a good chance of winning.
Hugo?
I mean, I basically think it's gonna end. I think it's gonna end like this: Biden is gonna have 270, and Trump is gonna have 268, which is so close that I think some controversy is gonna rise from there from Trump's part.
If Trump loses whatever the score is, he's gonna ask for a recount, and he's still gonna raise and ask for a recount. If he wins or loses, whether it's by 1 point, 2 points, or 10 points, he's gonna ask for it. He's already swing Michigan and Wisconsin. I think that if he loses North Carolina or Pennsylvania, or maybe even Arizona or Nevada, he's still gonna sue again, and he's gonna ask for a recount whenever he can.
I agree. So I think let's look at the polls because I know Georgia was tightening up. So it's still, I mean, it's pretty close, but I believe that Donald Trump's going to take this W. North Carolina, yeah, Donald Trump is probably going to get. Let's go to the New York Times and see the actual vote count. So we have 5% left and 6% left for these southern states. I really doubt that Biden can pull through. Depends if they're counting the mail-in ballots right now. Could be a game changer, could not. We'll see. It's really tight. Either way, if North Carolina or Georgia goes to Biden, which is very unlikely, Donald Trump's going to sue, and there's going to be a recount in these states. Same can be said for Pennsylvania. Look how tight it's getting. 86% of the votes have been counted. 80%. It was at 80%, 12 p.m. Eastern time. 86% of the votes came in, and it looks like most of them have gone to Biden. So he was losing by like 600,000 votes. Now he's losing by like 200,000 votes. So that's pretty.
Andres, do you have any idea how many votes they still have to count in Pennsylvania?
They still have to count.
Yeah.
I heard a figure that said 600,000 to 800,000 more to go.
Then there was a controversy like in Wisconsin or Michigan, one of the two, where it was like there was more votes and there was like voters, something like that. Like there was more votes than registered voters.
There was a controversy, but they were using figures from like 5 years ago. So I actually fact checked this myself because I thought that was really weird, and it turns out that like how many voters are there? So it turns out that there's like 3,700,000 registered voters in Wisconsin. So still a really high voter turnout at like 85%, but believable since it's a swing state. It was one of the states that decided the election last election. So I'd believe it. If I were Trump, as I said before, I wouldn't be suing Michigan. I'd be suing Wisconsin. Look how close the numbers are. And there was some controversies in with what was going on. So
honestly, at this point, in my opinion, the entire thing is going to be depending on Nevada. The guy that wins Nevada wins it all. And there's still a slight chance that Trump wins Nevada, but I don't see it happening really.
I don't really think Trump is going to win Nevada. I mean, if we look right here, the Las Vegas count and the Reno count, they still have like 10% to go, and these are Democratic strongholds. Like the numbers are going to remain the same, but as they go up, the margin will increase because of math. So
because of what? Because of math? Did you say because of math?
More votes. There's just going to be an equal amount of votes going to these. Possibly in Clark County, Las Vegas, there might be like a boost for Biden because I know personally, my aunt lives there. They're voting the mail-in ballots. They're counting the mail-in ballots currently. So yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure Nevada is going to Joe Biden. Arizona could be a problem though. And I have a friend who I think is coming on in a second, and he's going to explain why. He's a Republican.
He's gonna come in.
Yeah.
Who? Stefanos?
No,
Like another like who? Someone that I know. A Peruvian guy, a Peruvian kid. Okay.
I think that in general, like personally, I want Biden to win. But whether Trump or Biden wins, I think that what the map highlights is, or just elections in general, there's the biggest turnout for people to vote. At the moment, Biden is the president with most votes in office in all U.S. history, if I'm not mistaken. But what we can see really with the whole elections, it's pretty tight. Like even if Biden wins, the most likely scenario is the one that Hugo described, which is 270 to 268. That's only two electoral points difference. It just highlights how much the U.S. is divided and how many internal problems they have. And whoever assumes the presidency will have a big task of uniting that country again, so that it's not so much split.
yeah, and I think this number here is dangerous. Look
Which
at
one?
this. Donald Trump still is in the race. He still can win. But don't let him in yet. But look at the difference between popular vote numbers. That's like 3.5 million. If Donald Trump wins, that's going to show that
Yo,
college is out of date and something needs to change. Hey, Mateo, welcome to
Yes.
our stream.
am I in front of a live audience of thousands of donations and
Possibly.
watchers?
Possibly.
Yeah, we got Jeff Bezos watching the stream right now.
I got late yesterday and I sent a couple messages. I don't know if you guys saw it.
Yo, what?
Wait,
I
what?
sent a couple messages in the Twitch chat yesterday.
Yeah, we saw all of your chats. It was
And
interesting.
then-
It was
and
very
Adrian-
entertaining.
Adrian joined as well.
So Mateo, we called you in here to explain the situation in Arizona and why you think that it could go back to Trump.
The majority of the vote counted, supposedly, according to sources, have been primarily like mail-in voting, and like based on like other statistics in other states, we know that mail-in voting is usually leaning Biden, but they haven't counted in-person voting in the day of like election day in-person votings, which indicates that possibly Trump is going to have a surge back in the state because of that, because we've seen in other states how in-person voting he usually wins those by a lot. So it wouldn't be surprising that he would take back that lead, and that's why, like you see on the news, how the Trump campaign feels very confident about this state, but it's still very close, of course.
Yeah, of course. So let's go to the drawing board.
To the drawing board.
What are your predictions, Mateo?
I'm very biased, but I think Arizona is going to go red.
All right.
I'm pretty confident about that. And I think Pennsylvania is going to go red. Georgia, North Carolina, I think they're over, they're trying to like make it more dramatic than what it is. No, I don't think Nevada. I think Nevada's going to stay blue, and I think Trump's going to win like that. But it's going to be very close. And if there is possible election fraud, which it's probably not likely, but in Wisconsin we saw like in 3 a.m. how they got like 135,000 votes out of nowhere.
Yeah, but they changed.
Yeah, but still, the fact that they did that in the first place, even if they changed it.
Why do you think Trump sued the Michigan voting organization, but not in Wisconsin?
I think we're requesting a recount in Wisconsin. I think Michigan. To be honest, I believe that the Trump administration is kind of confused at the moment with who they want to sue and who they want to make a court appeal.
towards. But I think the reason why they chose Pennsylvania, even though they're winning right now, is to show that they're not like requesting court appeals in places that they're losing in. So it doesn't seem like they're doing it only for the votes, but they're in a way doing it to like voters' integrity. At least that's what they're trying to do. I'm not saying that they're actually doing that, but
Yeah.
I think that's what it reflects.
How do you think the Trump campaign and the Trump administration will react if North Carolina or Georgia go blue? Still, it's unlikely. It's an unlikely case.
Really?
How do you think that they would look at this? It's pretty close. I don't know if you.
Okay, I don't know if you remember, but in the beginning of election night, Biden was winning in both North Carolina and Georgia, and Trump came back. So I think they've like squeezed out all the Biden votes already. So, but
as you know, like counting in the mail-in ballots later. So, 5% to go in both of these states. What if Biden magically wins one of them? Well, how would you react?
It's over. It would be over. It would very quickly. It would. I don't know. I don't know how the Trump campaign would react, but I know half the United States would be quite confused.
Do you think that Trump? I mean, if I were Trump, I'd probably sue. Or not sue, but I'd ask for a recount. I mean, this is really tight. This is a moment of reckoning in the U.S.
No, I don't think they would do a court appeal in Georgia. And like for Republicans, I don't think it'd be that big of a deal if Biden wins because we've secured the Senate anyway. So there's only like a certain amount of things that they can do. So yeah. Is this supposed to be super formal because of your cash project or?
Not really. Just don't say anything inappropriate.
Oh, of course. I'm not gonna say anything.
So I personally think
we should invite Abby.
No.
We'd get banned so fast in this Twitch chat.
Called me last night, like in the middle of we were streaming, and he called me, and he's speaking with an Indian accent. Oh wait.
I was kind of hoping that Virginia would have gone blue, but then all the votes came from Arlington and Fairfax. So it was looking like it though.
I was hoping Ohio would go blue. I was thinking Jake Paul and Logan Paul were gonna do something.
Jake
What?
Paul.
Gonna represent. If North Carolina goes blue, if I were Trump, I'd kind of expect it. But Georgia, that's strange.
No, the thing is, like Trump, like if you look at the statistics of his votes, like he's gained votes in like Latinos and African Americans and
Lost his
Asians, and he's lost in white men, which is hilarious. But Biden's campaign clearly stated that they weren't going to be looking for the Latino vote, that it wasn't important for them to get the Latino vote to win this election. So I mean, they campaigned?
What?
They campaigned?
Like his campaign like explicitly stated like we don't want the Latino vote, like we're not going to campaign hard. What Biden did is he went to Wisconsin and Michigan to secure these votes, which is a smart move. And the Latino vote carried him or is carrying him currently in Nevada and Arizona. But Texas,
what do you think the court appeals are gonna end up like?
I mean, I don't know if he has much of a case for Michigan. For Wisconsin, he might, just because of the confusion that caused. You can act on legal.
But you don't think in Michigan they were bringing in ballots and counting even after they said they were going to start recounting in the morning at 9 a.m. So like they said they were going to stop counting at like 2 a.m. or 1 a.m. and then an hour later they started counting ballots again.
I'm personally not well versed in the laws of Michigan, so I wouldn't know.
No, of course not. But like, I don't know. It seems so fit, and I know you're a more liberal type of person.
Individual. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know.
I don't know how many
I'm so skeptical.
votes later is fraudulent. I mean, like, how can you expect every member?
No,
of-
that's fine, but like, well, in the case of like Pennsylvania, like they were receiving votes even after the polling station were closed.
Okay. Yeah, that can be cuckoo. That you can definitely bring to court. But we'll see how it ends up. I mean, it's getting a lot closer now that they're counting in the mail-in votes. Look at this.
Yeah, that's kind of that would be worrying for Trump, even though he said it's over. But
I mean, I think you know that I don't like Trump very much, but you know, as a sports fan and as like someone who's into politics, I've learned to like never call the game early or never
no,
call.
I know, and that's like it was such a bad move for him to do that. I think personally, but
I mean, that was that's what he was gonna do. His team said like someone exposed him last week that he was gonna do that. He did it. Let's see how well of a campaign move that is. I mean, I know that that's gonna cause some civil unrest with some people in these states, which I'm highlighting. But I
do
don't.
you think? Okay.
Like, that's what
One thing for sure is that like it's at least they showed a message, you know, like about the polls, and I mean in I think the best poll Trump was in, you know, he was down by 4 nationally, and in most polls he was down by 10 nationally.
Yeah, I mean, but then again, you have to look at the popular vote
No, but even the popular vote, he's down by what, like 2%, even less, like 1.5%.
by 3.
No.
The other one is, I think, more accurate.
The New York Times one is more accurate. I confirmed it last night when we were going to bed.
Mm. Mm.
But
Did Trump say anything about Biden's speech?
what? Oh,
Did Trump respond to anything that Biden said on his speech?
probably on Twitter.
What is there to? I don't know. If,
Oh, let's check his Twitter. Right, that's a good one.
Uh,
Brown economics.
oh, of course.
I don't even know Donald Trump on Twitter.
All right. So here. So comments on this, Mateo?
I mean, there has been like footage and videos of people bringing in ballots, even after they said they're going to stop counting. But
This is the conservative talking point that says that in Detroit they like started covering the windows and stuff. So that people,
yeah,
but I saw the video. Like I know that like I saw this article earlier, and Breitbart's only showing the last part of the video. And at the beginning, there's like a bunch of people outside like banging on the.
Yeah.
that I know. Yeah, that's the case.
So like I don't know why they did that.
But even before that, they were kicking out Trump, like Republican observers from the ballot room.
I don't know about that. I haven't read about it. So yeah, Pennsylvania is making it controversial.
You know, the interesting thing about Arizona is that there's like 600,000 votes left for counting, and you know the exact same thing happened in 2018 in the Senate race, and the same thing happened in 2000 some other year, but it's happened countless times in Arizona where they called for a winner before the votes, like roughly at 600,000, and then the other winner, other candidate would have won. And it's happened twice with the same governor actually.
Yeah,
So,
but look at how like look at the percentage of votes that have been counted. I mean, they're pretty much the same. So this is for the Democratic district. This is the only 75% have been counted. So you can expect Biden to keep growing here. And
but
then,
the main one comes from the Phoenix, where Phoenix at. And the interesting thing about Phoenix is like different to other types of counties that have like city. that this one's really wide and it doesn't have like a general demographic, and it's known for like it's like dozens of different demographics. So so when they get like the votes or like the ballots from like certain locations in that county, usually that part would like generally side with one, political spectrum.
Yeah. I mean,
But then you can go like 20 minutes away and you can get like completely different
right.
political party.
You're looking at Phoenix right here. You're obviously going to have a Democratic majority, but then if you go down here, like away from the suburbs to the rural areas, obviously you're going to get more conservative people. That's how it is nowadays. But
And
I predict that it's going to remain the same in Arizona. I don't think that there will be any.
think about it this way. So who votes through mail in a city, I guess, like in a city county? The people who would vote for mail are people in the city, and they tend to vote Democratic. So
But I still like haven't received your source on like
I can find one, but I don't-
That's something that Bernie was saying a couple months ago. I remember I think he went to Jimmy Fallon and he was saying like how one of his fears is that
right. I heard that too.
a bunch of people, like for some reason, all the research and all the theory shows that like, Democrats are more likely to vote in by mail-in, and Republicans are more likely to vote by going to the polls. So he was afraid that like, in the election night, we won't know who the winner is. It's gonna take a couple of days, but they're gonna count first the people who went to the polls, and that's gonna show Trump winning. But then the next couple of days, the mail-in votes are gonna start to be counted, and that's gonna show that Biden will take the lead. But the biggest fear of Bernie was that that first night, Trump would declare victory, which he did, and he was afraid of the repercussions of that event.
Right, but Arizona started with mail-in votings. Like it depends on the state usually, but I think he was referencing like places like I don't know, to be honest. I guess he was like referencing like Pennsylvania.
Western Pennsylvania. That's what he was talking about.
Yeah.
Nevada stuff.
Mateo, why do you think that so many people showed up this year to vote?
Well, I know why from the Democratic side, through like social media and all celebrities. I scroll through TikTok and I see like hundreds of like people like saying go vote. Like Charlie D'Amelio told me to go vote, and she's 15. Like you can't even go vote. But
Okay.
yeah, for the Republican side, I really don't have a clue. I guess.
So that you can get Bill Huddy impregnate.
What's that?
No se te escuchó.
It's that so if Lil Huddy impregnates her, she can get an abortion. That's why.
Oh my god.
Is that cast friendly?
Yeah.
There's no reference to anything specific to blacks. I don't think it's a problem.
I mean, I don't expect anyone to go check like an hour of video from.
Do you guys have to upload your podcast to like a cast
Yeah,
website?
we got all our podcast on the YouTube channel, and we're gonna upload yesterday's like 3.5 hour stream, and this one is gonna be like an hour maybe, all to YouTube as well to have as evidence.
Are you guys blowing up or no?
Oh yes, we blew up. Blowing up.
No, you guys gotta send it to like the prom chat, or do you guys have a prom chat? You have to send it to your prom chat.
Hey, Mateo, I have some bad news.
What's that?
Maricopa County in Arizona.
Is Democrat? I know.
It says they have 428,000 ballots left to count. 248,000 of those are mail-in ballots that were returned in the last 3 days before the election, and another 200,000 are mail-in ballots that were given on election day.
Are you sure?
So
So-
pretty much one in one.
Really?
You were saying that this is the county that Trump needed to win. I'm pretty sure.
I read from like from the Trump campaign, at least, that they were in-person votings. But who can trust the Trump campaign now these days?
The the other 200,000 that I said that were returned on voting day, those are in person.
In person.
Like,
But like it says, let me just find the tweet from my Jesus Ben Shapiro. Let me just find it.
I thought you didn't like him.
No, I don't. He's a funny guy. I like his voice. Let's see.
So I'm pretty sure this is gonna stay the same, and the margin that's gonna grow because more people are voting.
There was this guy that commented a long time ago in the stream, like your thoughts on Safarigate, something like that. Safarigate.
Fartygate?
Safarigate. I don't know what that is. Oh
All
no,
I know is-
Sharpiegate. Sharpiegate. I don't know why I said Safari. Sharpiegate.
Oh, that was resolved in Pennsylvania. Pretty sure.
Okay. Safarigate. I don't know how I read that.
Who doesn't know how to spell?
It says here. In Arizona, Biden currently leads approximately by 93,000 votes. There were 605,000 votes cast on election day, and Trump would need to pull 57.73% of those votes to win. And Team Trump says they're polling 62% in Maricopa County and 72 to 80% in other counties. They're projecting a 30 to 40,000 win, and this was 3 hours ago. But that's Ben
Uh-oh.
Shapiro. That's like as biased as you can get.
Let's look at Ben Shapiro. Let's see it first. Ben Shapiro.
My
Ben
boy, the Ben
Sharpie.
Sharpie.
So here are the latest stats. Hypothetically.
What do you think about the Sharpies? Like the whole incident with Sharpies in Arizona.
It was solved.
Wait, what happened?
Yeah, because what the problem was that in Arizona, if you like check your vote online, it might say that your vote like wasn't counted because you wrote it with a Sharpie. But if you like call in, they'll confirm that it did count, and like there's proof.
But in the ballots, it said like don't use Sharpie.
Yeah,
They
but
were given Sharpies.
like the governor said that they had to count it
Yeah, but how were they going to count if it was through a machine?
because bro.
I'm just saying. Like,
I
that's
mean-
what the ballot says explicitly. Don't use Sharpie.
Okay, so then like I don't understand why people would use Sharpie, but either way it was resolved.
Because,
No, but, like, it's not that
because
people were
it's
using-
a
they were
fraudulent
given-
vote.
They were given Sharpies, Andres.
Where
You know,
did this-
Republicans are the smartest individuals in the country, statistically.
what?
Yeah.
What did you say?
Nothing. Never mind.
Well, where's this Ben Shapiro tweet?
3 hours ago. Go up.
Oh, that's
Up.
I can't find any tweets.
It was literally okay. I'll just show my phone real quickly. There you go. Facts don't care about your feelings.
Pinned tweet.
Let me just find it for a second. I swear I saw it just 5 seconds ago. I had my phone up.
Now he deleted it. But or was it Daily Wire or Ben Shapiro?
It was Ben Shapiro. You have to keep scrolling down, I think. No, not there, but
Wait, open Ben Shapiro and then go to latest post.
Doesn't say.
No, tipo, like,
go to tweets. Tweets.
That's literally where it was.
I know, and keep scrolling down.
Bro, look, he's talking about like gender roles in prehistory. I don't get it. Oh, wait. Maybe we'll find something. I don't know why it's not in order though.
Yeah, it's weird. Down. I'll let you know.
Yeah,
where it
that's
is.
like from 1 hour ago.
It's down. It's on, Andres.
It's down?
Yes, keep going down.
Yeah, it's down.
Bro,
Down.
How can it go though?
There's still 2 hours ago.
This dude tweets. This dude is on Twitter way too much. Man, this man.
We're going back to our roots, Andres.
What,
The demographics are coming back.
what do you mean?
True demographics. The party switch never happened.
No.
Why does this guy tweet so much?
He's a rat. Ah, here it is.
Yeah.
Are you sure that there were only 600,000 votes in Arizona cast on election?
On election day, in person.
Okay. Okay. But this doesn't like explicitly state that they haven't counted them yet.
No, they haven't counted, and they expect like the votes to come out on Friday, dude. Like this is something. The problem with this election is that they've lost all structure in it. They've used COVID to like change the rules so much. Like not in a way that makes it fraudulent, it just makes it a lot more inefficient.
Okay, who is this?
That looks like a Republican. No, Democrat.
Oh, why? Like this dude is like making fun of Republicans right now.
Twitter is so weird. That's why I
Yeah.
don't use Twitter.
I find it so funny, like when people would compare rally sizes and be like, "Ooh, Biden is winning, but he has 2 people in his rally."
Yeah, I know. That's kind of stupid. But I think
I mean, you cannot compare rally sizes in COVID times because Democrats are more afraid of COVID, so they won't rally as
No,
much.
yeah, of course, I know. That's why it's funny how when people compare that.
I'll go to I'll start like truly believing in God if Biden wins Arizona, because I think that's like ultimate McCain revenge. Imagine, bro, like imagine the Republican Trump hated the most is the reason why he didn't win the re-election.
There's a small part of me that wants the Democrats to win the Senate, the House.
Why? Margeo, why?
To keep
I don't
Trump.
know. Because I want to see true democratic policies at hand. I want to see the beauty. I want to see the true beauty of it, like Bernie Sanders says.
Trust me, like it won't. Like, they'll have 2 years. That's it.
No, 4 years,
No, because
and then they're gonna blame Trump for everything that's going wrong, and then they're gonna win again.
Obama had Obama had 2 years. No, he didn't. Never mind. He never.
No, the Senate's gonna flip to Democrat in the next election in 2 years.
We'll see what happens, but it will be like 2 years of Democratic majority.
What about George Jorgensen?
Bro, wait.
Did
Where's
Did,
Kanye?
did,
Where's
did you
Kanye?
see Joe Rogan's podcast with Kanye West?
Yeah.
And he was like placing scenarios about like China invading India, things like that, and Kanye was just looking at the floor, and he
He was
like,
he was like, I just made a prayer. did you see that?
if that guy became president, bro, that would have been so fun.
No, but Kanye, he's a evangelical communist. Like I was listening to what he had to say.
Wait, what? Really?
We have an evangelical communist. He wants like a postmodernist society where we don't have to work, but that all we do is like we make food. We're like returning to monkey and.
I mean, I don't know what I expect from a rapper, right? But
No, but this is kind of creepy. I would vote for him though.
yes,
He's an artist. He's an
he's
I
an
mean,
artist.
Who was it? I think it was Socrates who said, philosophers should lead the world, not politicians. And I mean, you can make the argument that Kanye West is
Kanye is modern day Vincent Van Gogh.
he's
Put your money on it.
No, but like for real, I would have voted for Kanye if he had more support. If I could vote also.
If you could vote.
I always
Another problem with Trump this election is that there's not a third party like candidate that won a lot of votes. You know, and that's kind of what helped him last time.
yeah, but still, like I'm not sure if like the libertarian voters voted for Hillary, like would have voted for Hillary. If,
No, but not necessarily libertarians, but like people from Green Party or Bernie Sanders supporters, they support Joe Biden now. More than
vote last election.
no, I think they voted for Trump just because they hated Hillary so much.
No, I doubt that. I really doubt that. Maybe some, but that's just stupid. Let's see if there's like some breaking news.
Who do you think is gonna run in 2024?
Pete Buttigieg is probably going to be the nominee, but hopefully Andrew Yang, Tulsi are the Democratic candidates. And Trump will rerun if he loses.
Really? No, I don't think so.
Trump will rerun? No, I think they kick him out of the party.
No, I don't know.
If he makes his own party, it would have more support than a Republican Party.
Maybe
I can assure you that.
Imagine if Joey's prediction is right.
There will never be a Republican president again.
This makes his own party.
Candace Owens is gonna run.
Right? I hate her so much. I cannot stand her.
Charlie Kirk.
I cannot
Imagine that. Epic. Get roasted, libtard.
We're gonna have to let you go, Mateo. That was inappropriate. That was out of order.
Okay.
Okay, on this.
Just because you haven't been exposed to the truth of Ben Shapiro and Charlie Kirk.
I want Ben a lot, actually.
Dinesh D'Souza.
No,
What do you mean no?
I like it.
He makes good stories. He makes
Weird.
They're compelling.
He makes conspiracy theory documentaries.
They're not conspiracy theories though.
Look at that. Okay.
Which one? United States of Socialism.
I haven't watched any of them, obviously.
You have to watch them. They're good. I've watched a couple of them.
Look at this. Look at
They're
that.
good. I promise they're good. I promise.
Oh my god.
It's propaganda, but it's good propaganda.
Number one documentary of 2016. Are you sure about that?
Dude,
Are
it's
you
pretty good. It's pretty good.
4% Rotten Tomatoes.
No, but look at the comments. I also saw the same thing, but look at the comments.
4% Rotten Tomatoes.
Trust me. It's
These comments?
no, but from actual reviewers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not critics, because critics hate him.
Of course, how do you expect like the New York Times to critique such a thing? Come on.
I mean, like, look at the clickbait stuff.
But 82% like this film. You can go. You can actually look at them if you go. I think you can look at them if you go to like IMDb.
But it's pretty interesting, the arguments that he makes. He wouldn't win the presidency, but
No, Dinesh D'Souza would not win. He would get the Indian vote and some of the Trump base vote. Okay, but very nice. If he's the narrator, what? He interviews himself.
No, he interviewed the guy from the alt-right. I sent you the video where he confesses that he's
I watched the video and like, bro, like, how are you gonna like consider that dude's opinion as like valid?
because he's the leader of the alt-right.
Former leader. Because not even his fan base or group or whatever like respected him.
But he founded the ideology.
Bro, o sea, like Steve Jobs founded Apple, and now he's dead. Like,
It's like no, it's like saying Heinrich Himmler was didn't believe in the same Nazi policies after Hitler killed himself.
Look, there you have your reviews. There's like
Okay, but like, first sentence, you already know like what this is gonna be said. Don't be taken in by negative reviews from the progress. That means
this is a weak
The radical left.
that means progressives in quotation marks means communists and socialists. This film delivers an okay. Literally the great okay.
The greatest film of all time. Imagine I said that. That'd be funny.
Bro, this is why I'm happy COVID happened, because now the Americans can constantly say that they're the greatest country in the world. Well, one of the pros that COVID like brought. It's not.
What is it then? Is it Spain?
No, I would say that there is a bunch of arguments, but
What is
but it depends on how you look at it. Historically, Spain, UK, and France are in the argument, but currently you could bring in things in like Denmark, New Zealand.
yeah. Sure.
Bro, it's
You just dropped a massive bomb.
You just like prove that you're like a neo-colonialist.
Who, me?
No,
why?
because
No, he's an anti-imperialist.
you're holding on to the past. You're like, oh, these great countries.
No, I'm saying that historically, like the greatest countries you could say were like the big European countries like the UK, France, Germany, Spain, etc. Italy's probably actually, now that I think about it, if you count like Roman times and stuff, the greatest country of all time, if you count that in. But currently, I would say like you need to bring into account countries like New Zealand, Denmark.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, but like, you know what's really important?
What?
International.
No, it's important how much you waste in military, right? Yeah, that's what's important.
The United States doesn't waste that much in the military.
No.
It wastes more money on Medicare, Medicaid, Veterans Affairs,
Social Security.
Social Security than military. Military, like I think, is like 15% of the entire budget, which is all right.
That's
But
the most. That's the most of any country in the world.
yeah, that's why we have power. Hell yeah.
Wait, why
Until
did
China
this
came.
this dude wrote 2? No. I only read it. Now I will go back and buy it. Helpful.
I actually have the books too.
Bro.
Finish this also good.
Yeah, they have cool. They have like cool title pages. So I was intrigued.
Did you read them or did you just?
No, I haven't gotten a chance to read them. And I watched the movies
Read
anyways.
about Christianity.
Wow.
Wait, Dinesh is Christian?
Is that a racist remark?
I mean, like traditionally
Just because he's Indian?
Indian,
Asking that question.
Buddhist, or
The
Muslim.
Big Lie is pretty good. The Big Lie is pretty good. I'm not kidding. Like
I love how he put. Is that Antifa? I wouldn't be surprised.
Antifa's an idea, Andres, right?
It is. It is. It is as broad as the KKK was 60 years ago.
What does that even mean?
It means that it's like it's an idea, but it's still a threat.
It's an organization. KKK was an organization 60 years ago.
It was more formal than Antifa, because like KKK, like they take inspiration from like Scottish and Irish folklore, so that's why they have like the Grand Wizards and the Dragon Master and all that stuff.
That to me, that just sounds like League of Legends shit.
What about Antifa? You know, taking inspiration of the black shirts, the brown shirts.
I don't think they took. I mean, anti-fascist. I don't.
No,
think,
but like think about it. They
I
wear
know.
black clothing. They commit the same actions as black shirts.
I've made that point on this podcast a couple months ago.
Really?
I don't remember that.
It's true though. Scary.
Bro, Antifa
Well,
is the most fascist, anti-fascist organization there is.
bro, what is Khalid doing? Why was he? He looked so cute when he was young.
What?
How many
Hey,
books has he? How many books has he written? This dude is a who's the Fox News anchor that retired? No, Fox News best anchors.
Tucker Carlson.
personalities.
Look, wait, Jon Stewart. I know he was interviewed by this.
Andres, what do you think about Biden's tax plan?
I don't know. I mean, he's just gonna tax people with 400,000 plus.
Oh my gosh.
Bro, that's the dumbest. It's going to affect the entire country negatively.
Yeah. That's why, like the stock market, they want Trump to win.
No, they don't actually.
No, they bet.
You know,
Bet.
Wall Street.
They bet that Biden's gonna win, but they want Trump to win, obviously.
But do you know that the big Wall Street firms, like invested like millions of dollars into the Biden campaign? Pretty interesting.
This guy, Bill O'Reilly, this dude also writes like a book every 6 months.
Who's this guy?
Famous conservative pundit. Look how many books this dude has written. Oh my God. The Last Days of Jesus.
I don't know how people find the time to like write books.
Look at all the books he wrote in the 2010.
During Obama.
A fresh piece of humanity.
This guy should go out more, spend some time with his kids.
What
Go fishing.
Zero Blank does to it.
Wasn't he like was he like kicked out of Fox because of like sexual assault or some shit?
He has his own show now, I think. Like,
Oh my god, I didn't mean to say that. I forgot this is a cast project.
I mean, that's not an appropriate word in itself. It's a strong word, but I mean.
Yeah. Hey, I'm alligating someone for doing it. So
Exactly.
if it's not true, then oh well.
he made a kids book? What?
This assault that he was charged with, was it to a minor or?
He has not doing that.
The O'Reilly Factor for Kids.
Where's that?
It's right like the thing you have right now.
What?
What the hell?
Oh my God! What is this dude on?
Dude, he's trying to brainwash. Yeah.
Drugs? Oh my God! I want to read this. What is his view?
Find a PDF.
No. Let's see.
Grade ups. Bro, this guy is trying to pull people into political ideologies when they're in like the 6th grade.
Thanks.
You gotta breed them young.
You shouldn't get a political ideology until you're like in high school minimum.
So hard. Look, in the alcohol chapter, for instance, he recalls watching a group of his friends get disgustingly drunk, which prompted him to vow never to drink. Lie.
Wow, what a
fun guy to be with. Sure, he parties a lot.
Yep.
I liked the one thing I liked the most out of politics was Brett Kavanaugh's like speech saying that he likes drinking beer, and he continues to drink beer.
Yeah, I like beer.
It was a strong statement.
But I think that's like very encompassing of like average American male. I mean, like you can't expect average American males over the age of 18 to not drink beer. That's just like part of the culture at this point.
Wait, what? Above the age of 18?
Of course. Yeah, that's what I said.
In the United States?
And 21, sorry, no.
Are you condoning alcohol use in the United States illegally?
Oh no,
I'm gonna.
Andres. Oh no.
I don't understand how this dude can write like I don't think he has enough content to like write about Lincoln, Kennedy, Patton, Reagan probably. I don't think he has the knowledge. I'll read his O'Reilly Factor for Kids. See if it's funny.
No, what
His
can he-
hobby.
Yeah.
Sorry,
What?
sorry. Go.
No, I was gonna change the topic, so you go. Back
What's
to
gay?
like Arizona.
Yeah. No updates though. I mean,
Yeah, we're not gonna get anything tonight. I already know.
you already know. You have first-hand information.
Yeah, it's Biden called me.
Let me call my friend Rick.
Okay.
Anonymous source. Anonymous source.
Rick is the retard expert. He's gonna.
Do you just use the R word?
No, I said regards expert.
If Trump loses, what is it going? My gosh, I can't speak. What is going to be his biggest like factor as to why he lost?
COVID.
Yes, COVID.
COVID.
I mean, if you're in your right mind, you'll say COVID.
Do you say because he's racist and homophobic, things like that? Because you watch too much CNN or
No,
Birding
I don't watch-
Family?
I watch this dude.
Hot take. Hot take.
I watch this dude. Communist.
No, the communist guy.
Dude, Hassan is a meme, dude.
But he's really funny.
Public relations officer said they're going to stop counting tonight.
Okay. Well, we won't know until tomorrow.
What could have Trump done for COVID?
I mean, well, I mean, I know what you're about to bring up, but yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm genuinely curious.
I mean, I think he did the right thing in closing the country from China early. He probably should have extended that. And I think that something which he's doing now, but which he should have done earlier, is subsidize farmers so that the United States could be more self-dependent. And I think this is something that you really like. I know that you want to be more isolationist. Is that could have set the
You know he did that, right?
Yeah, he did that, but late. So that now, like at this point, we have like thousands of cases, thousands of deaths. But his policy came in too late. And I mean, if he had just like did Manolita or like put his fist up against Nancy Pelosi and said, listen to me, this is how we're going to do it. And he subsidized the farmers in time. The U.S. became more self-dependent during the pandemic, more closed off.
So
Then the U.S. would not be in the situation that they're in.
so your solution would have been authoritative.
No. The problem with Trump is that he set himself up in a precedent of lack of partisanship. So bipartisanship. So at this point, like you can't really do much to like heal that at this point. I mean,
No, I know, but like, what policy could he have instituted? That's my question.
I mean, he could have drafted something alongside Nancy Pelosi instead of just like.
But what?
I told you, a subsidy for like farmers and
But
food.
he did that.
But he did that 4 months too late.
Something obvious that he could have done is instead of making masks a political issue, just start wearing masks from the day one.
Same, I agree.
But
Bro, I run every.
I get that.
I don't have breathing troubles. I run in a like sweat drenching down, weighing down on my face. I don't have breathing issues when I run. It's really simple.
So you think they should have been mandatory, or do you think he just?
I mean, you don't need to make it mandatory in the United States. Like if
Yes,
you
you
have,
do.
you have no, like in the U.S. you can't do stuff mandatory because we were founded on the libertarian principles.
It's law to wear your
There you go,
seatbelt.
Andres. There you go.
It's law to wear your seatbelt when you're in the car.
But that's for other. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you a little bit. Like you know how people are today.
Andres, you know that COVID was the biggest opportunity for Trump to grab power. Like so, like if he was like an authoritative ruler that he was being called throughout like his presidency, don't you think he would have done it in this case? I mean, like he could have just martial law, mandated masks, tell everyone to stay inside their homes and don't come out.
Yo, hey,
And presidential elections are too dangerous for citizens. That's why we're gonna wait for 2022 for elections or something like that.
He threatened that, but because there is a Democratic majority in the House of Representatives, that obviously was not going to happen.
hey, Andres,
Executive orders.
I missed this, but Bruno or Mr. Yang commented
Well,
before, like, how do you think like a subsidy like that would give results, because it takes so much time to like give like subsidizing farming takes so long for it to give results. So, like, how do you think it's gonna be easy to increase production in like only 4 months?
A strong precedent of like farming. I mean, if you look at the thing at the United States and the subsidies we put in, it's mostly farmers in like the Midwest or the South. So you already have like a very strong industry to do that. And one of the main problems right now is that the U.S. engages. Well, like I don't see it as a problem without the pandemic, but during the pandemic is that the United States exports most of the stuff they produce, and they import stuff from abroad. So if the United States decided to like close off during the pandemic, they would have more than enough supplies or food or whatever resources to be able to feed themselves well and not have to interact as much with outside countries.
Yeah, honestly, I agree with the whole farming subsidy, but Bruno does have a point that it takes a long time to give effect, and by the time he implemented it so late that by the time it has effect, there might not even be a vaccine anymore. So basically, that subsidy is just going to increase production.
Yeah,
So,
at the
like,
moment, the subsidy doesn't really make a difference, but it's going to help the United States in the global industry. So that's a positive, because like from what we've seen historically, when the United States falls, everyone else falls, and that's going to be the case for the next 50 years. So if the United States economy fell during this pandemic, which fortunately it didn't, then the whole world would have gone into disarray. So now I think Trump actually made a smart move with the farming subsidies, because in the coming years, the United States is going to obviously recover from this pandemic socially and economically, and the fact that they have such a big international portion of trade is going to help them out, and in the long run it will help all the smaller countries out as well. They'll just have to be patient.
But it's also very interesting. It's like, for example, for my Econ one of the articles I might write on it, it's a China article in which they're talking about how since China is recovering much faster, aggregate demand is increasing, it's boosting basically. They're increasing next export, consumption. And right now they're moving forward the economy. Like their economy is now beginning to experience growth, like in the first quarter since COVID. So now that the US is struggling, as you said, and China is looking to getting more involved and have more dominance in the international community, like the Belt and Road initiatives, it will be very interesting to see how China pursues and tries to take dominance.
The Belt and Road Initiative is a mess.
It is a mess.
But that's the reason why I support President Trump more than Biden, because it doesn't seem like China is going to like have repercussions for their disinformation about the virus and everything, and which allowed them to have such an advantage. And I don't know whether or not you believe in the conspiracy theories of Hunter Biden's laptop. That furthermore like indicates like possible like a soft hand on China from Biden's part. So I guess that's one of the reasons as well.
Look into Donald Trump's children as well, because they've also interacted with China and Russia.
The secret bank account?
I don't think that there's any innocent party in this election.
You really think the secret? First of all, it's not secret, but
if you look at Hunter Biden's scandal with Ukraine, it was contradictory to what Biden actually implemented in Ukraine. So like I don't really understand.
He fired a lawyer that was investigating Hunter Biden and Joe Biden, and he got paid $1 billion for doing that. So
Well,
that's all I'm saying. And China and Donald Trump's China's bank account closed before he ran for office, 2015.
okay, bro, but hey, I actually found this really important article that
Okay. Take into consideration that Trump was a businessman and Biden was a politician. All right, you have to like keep that in mind. Keep that in mind.
look at that.
What?
Whoa. Look what I'm highlighting.
Okay.
They're German lender douchebag.
If Trump loses, they're gonna like
Oh, Germany has control of Trump.
no Deutsche Bank.
Dude. And I don't know. I mean,
Douchebag.
what is that supposed to like? What? I mean, who do you owe money to? Banks. Okay.
That's the thing about asking for a loan, right? Like, I don't
They're
get it.
asking him-
Yeah, that's the most legal and most like normal way of getting of like owing money to like something, you know, is to a bank. Like it'd be weird if you owe money to like an oligarch in Russia
Or to
Or
like
receive-
the CEO of the bank himself.
or receive the money from I don't know, the wife of the mayor of Moscow or Chinese oligarch.
dude, there's no oligarchy in Russia too.
Okay.
That's
This is the
Wait, you really think that of this?
first, bro.
That there's no oligarchy in Russia.
Bro, the reason why Putin is reelected every term is because he truly represents the people of Russia in a
Who
way.
Who owns the former nationalized business in Russia? And who chose for them to run?
Putin is literally the greatest leader since Stalin, and you can see that through the rise of
It's what?
since Stalin. Stalin was such a great leader.
Oh,
are you?
I totally agree.
You kidding, right?
Even Lenin was what I mean. Personally, on a personal level, I believe Lenin was the father of. Obviously, he's the father of Russia, but of the Soviet Union. But
Hey, the Japanese Empire, they committed mass atrocities, but the economy was booming.
bro, Emperor Hirohito really pulled through. He really pulled through.
Yep, make Japan great again.
General Tojo, he was like the right frame of mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay that he raped and killed thousands of Chinese and Southeastern Asians because the economy was booming, bro. If this happens, it would be Lollers. Do you want me to get a Jew, a Republican Jew on?
Okay, sure.
What?
Let's ask Daniel. If he can help.
Is oh okay, Danielle. Is it
What?
important? Is the religion really important in this? You've been kind of controversial today.
You know me, I have an obsession with Judaism, Israel.
What's that one Vietnam movie called?
Yeah.
Forrest Gump.
Which,
Oh my god, I forgot what it's called. It's supposed to be like a Platoon. Is it Platoon?
is it Apocalypse
Is it
Now? Saving Private Ryan?
Platoon. I think it's Platoon. I'm just trying to think for my English class. Yeah, it's Platoon. Okay. I was about to put Full Metal Jacket. They're all the same.
No, they're not.
Full Metal Jacket is an anime. What the hell?
No, that's Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oops.
Oops. Okay. Wait, Chino wants to join?
Who's that guy?
Awu.
Abu. Awu.
Awu. Awu. Oh wait, I can't believe Bruno's actually watching this. Though. I'm gonna tell him to join. That's pretty sick, bro.
I gotta call him and just give me a second.
You got clipped saying all your going through all your dictator speech.
Actually, that'd be fun.
Bruno is watching the thing, so you know.
Yo, send me that clip so when I run for office, I'd be able to.
Yeah, but that was clearly sarcasm, and you didn't realize it until like 2 minutes later.
I
Wait,
know, I know.
All right, guys. So Kentucky next year, it's going blue for sure.
Okay.
Texas, pretty strong red. North Dakota definitely going blue, as you can see. It's really close. Seeing Los Angeles was like pretty lit.
Los Angeles is pretty lit.
Yeah, look how big that lead is. That's
I mean, I don't know what you expected. LA is like the woke city.
I know this made me sad. Georgia, Cook County. Where is that? That's Illinois, obviously. I mean, Chicago, obviously. Obviously. Queens, Ophi.
Another woke city.
Brooklyn, Manhattan. What? No one voted. It's 'cause no one lives there. Union County. Of course, it voted blue.
It's kind of interesting how lower population places vote for red and like big cities always vote blue.
It's because the Democratic Party failed. Where is Boston?
what do you? I was in my history class, and Ignacio Reyes. Oh, sorry, unnamed person because it's for your cast project. Was like, don't you guys find it funny that like the smart people in cities vote for Democrat?
I saw a TikTok
And,
just like that.
I thought that was pretty funny. Andre, and my he thought he did something. And my history teacher was like, that always happens.
It's industrialists. It's classic stuff. But you know, the Democrats have lost these 3 states.
They've lost Texas, Florida, Mississippi, Alabama, Oklahoma.
No,
South.
bro.
Transitionally, since the beginning of the party, since the foundation of their party.
They lost these dudes when the Civil Rights Act went into play.
Because they switched, right?
Lyndon B. Johnson said, and I quote, "We're gonna lose the Southern vote for a generation," but it turned out to be like 4 or 5 generations, probably forever.
Because they switched. I remember.
Yep, they did.
You know that.
Dinesh D'Souza proved that wrong.
No, do you know that the House and Senate, the Democrats in the House and Senate, all of them voted against the Civil Rights Act?
Yeah, because all of the Democrats, not all of them, because the Northern Democrats voted for it, but
They voted against for it. The Northern Democrats voted against it.
it means that all of the Democrats in these states, they were conservative. It was a divided party during that time. But
Guess how many congressmen and senators that voted against the Civil Rights Act that were Democrats switched to Republicans?
probably none in the next couple of years because they didn't expect such big changes.
No, since now.
What?
So how many congressmen and senators that voted against the Civil Rights Act, Dixiecrats, switched parties since the passing of the Civil Rights Act to now?
Tell me.
Guess.
Tell me.
Guess.
Yes is not a number.
Guess. I said guess.
I don't know.
Must be a lot, right? The party switched.
I mean, I don't know. You tell me.
One person.
Who?
It was some senator. I forgot, but You can
But-
look it up.
What do you mean? Like they switched while they were in politics, or what?
Just in general, politics or out of politics, they switched.
How can you measure that in general?
What?
How can you measure that in general? Because
Their
like
affiliation with the party.
if it's during their political careers, I understand if they don't switch. But
But
after-
these politicians, were alive until late 2000s.
but that doesn't mean that they were involved in politics.
But they still uphold the same beliefs, and they still consider themselves Democrats.
Who's your source for that?
What?
I don't like. I can understand if during their political careers they didn't change, but
No, even out of the political careers, they consider themselves proud Democrats.
tell me what to look up, and I'll believe you.
Joe Biden's mentor, when he gave like a speech upon his death, he was a KKK member. Oh, he apologized for his actions. Still KKK member.
Oh, that's it. I love it when they call Trump racist. And there's this kind of stuff in Biden.
No, there's so much more. It's he was a politician ever since the 70s. So literally right after the Civil Rights Act, Democrat. So he lived through it. He lived through the racist shit. Oh crap! Oh my god!
Clip that. Clip that.
I'm not part of your school. I don't associate.
I don't even
You
know.
can't cancel me.
What was your name again? Steve, something like that.
Yeah, you were pretty close, Mateo.
I was kind of joking, like to fake your name. One question: When are the Arizona and Nevada votes finally going to come in?
Next days.
Next days? What the hell are they doing? Florida came and went like in 3 hours.
Yeah, but Florida wasn't competitive this year.
And they started processing ever since last month, so they had over a month to do it.
That's what everyone should have done, honestly.
What's up?
That's what everyone should have done, honestly.
I don't understand why didn't every state count it the same way? You're actually reading it, Andres?
Andres actually reading it?
He was.
Yeah, he is. No, now he's doing some research.
No, you just blew his mind.
Andres, look up infamous Dixiecrats, and there's a Wikipedia page for it, I think.
The 24th Amendment.
This
Wikipedia, Southern Strategy. No. Well, that's wrong. But all right.
that's wrong. That doesn't fit with my name.
It was never called a Southern Strategy. It was called the Rust Belt Strategy. But okay.
That strategy?
No, not that's from Nixon. That's from Nixon. That's from Nixon.
That's like the Midwest.
Yeah, look up Dixiecrats. Just look up Dixiecrats.
Oh,
What?
I know what they are. You'll think it's wrong.
Yo, how long are we planning to stream for?
No, sir?
What's a Dixiecrat?
Look, it arose due to a southern regional split in opposition to the Democratic Party after President Harry S. Truman ordered integration of the military in 1948.
Okay. Okay. Many Southern conservative. I can't believe that's ridiculous.
Family. These conservatives. I mean, these Southerners didn't have family values. They weren't pro-life.
Ah. You know why the South is considered Republican now?
Vote Republican, you mean?
Yeah.
Why?
Representation from young Republicans moving southwards during the 50s due to industrialization.
Oh, I
You know your your country's history, Andres. Come on.
don't know if
Come
I.
on, Andres.
I forgot. Oh no, I forgot you were El Salvadoreño.
I think that
Andres,
has.
I saw that you applied early to Brown.
Yeah.
You're not gonna apply to Georgetown early anymore.
Yes, why not?
You can't apply early to Georgetown.
I wasn't gonna apply early to Georgetown, mate.
You told me you were.
I told you that before I knew the policy, mate.
Oh. Ah.
You applied UPenn early?
Yeah, I have my interview tomorrow.
Demonios. I submitted, or I'm trying to submit my 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 online thing.
Your what? You sent a video? What video?
I don't know. It's like a 2-minute thing where you have to like pick apart your personality.
Pick apart your
What?
personality. What the?
They're not doing interviews this year because of COVID. But so they made this policy where not where I want to be. I don't know.
What was I gonna say? I was gonna say for Dartmouth, you have to get a letter from a friend.
You're applying to Dartmouth?
Regular, yeah. So
Why do you want to go to the middle of nowhere?
it's an Ivy League.
Because it's Republican.
Yeah, Dartmouth is actually very Republican. That's facts.
Conservative.
What do you want to go to Brown?
Super leftist.
Arr.
Pog.
I'm convinced. So, Andres, do you remember Romina Lisier and you remember Cheto's sister, older sister, not the second oldest, but the oldest.
The one who had the scandal when we were like in 8th grade or something.
Yeah. Okay. And do you remember Romina Lisier, like the model?
The one. Did she make out with Chato? No.
No, the model, the really freaking.
She's
Wait, which sister are you talking about?
It's
I'm talking
because
about the oldest
there's
sister,
so many-
Camila.
There's so many this year.
Camila.
Oh, what? Camila
Never mind.
Lisier is the one in 11th.
No, Romina Lisier.
Who is the one in 11th grade? Romina? I don't think that's.
No, Ana Lisier is the one in 11th grade.
I don't know Romina Lisier. What happened?
That so my hypothesis is that actually never mind, I'm not gonna say it because I don't wanna.
No one's gonna watch.
No. It was gonna be a stupid comment anyway. Never mind.
No más.
No.
Dang it, bro.
It was gonna be stupid. I just realized like reflecting upon it, like
No, just say it.
no, you know like when you're about to say something really stupid, and I know this is gonna be something really stupid, so I'm not gonna say it.
Just say it.
No. Change subjects.
No, say it. Everybody, say it.
Andres, I dare you to post that photo like on a TikTok and be like, checkmate Republicans.
Which one?
This one right here.
Bro, but it's facts.
Yeah, you put checkmate Republicans, and then like you'd be like, or like Biden 2020 or something. That'd be funny.
Massachusetts was weak. And Rhode Island. States' rights Democrats. We stand for the segregation of the races. Yeah, okay, this is boring right now.
Should
Yeah,
we
you
end
gotta
this?
watch. You gotta watch Dinesh D'Souza movies. They're entertaining.
Yeah, it's understood.
Make up point
We
difference.
should end the stream soon. Honestly, we've been here like almost 2 hours already.
Fun.
Well, Arizona has been called by Associated Press and Fox News. You know, they sometimes get things wrong. Even if that might turn, things are looking really good in.
Wait, is his profile pic like him in front of a communist flag? Is that what's that supposed to be?
Really, really artsy.
If I'm not mistaken. But yeah.
Like it looks really cool. It looks like Superman.
Like I said,
Yeah.
12 points down to 3.
Look, bro, it looks like Superman, communist. Forgot his name. Red Sun.
You have like a man crush on this guy.
Look at that.
Communist Superman. What the hell?
0 point.
Would that be your superhero, Andres?
Basically.
I mean, like, you can't go wrong with Superman. Like, I don't understand why people prefer Batman over him.
Batman is so much better.
Bro, would you prefer to like be able to fly, shoot lasers out of your eyes? When you glow,
No. There's a difference between who you prefer to be and who's a better superhero.
like imagine all the powers you have as Superman. When you're Batman, you're literally like a depressed dude.
Depressed, dude.
You're depressed and you're
Of course, everybody would prefer to be Superman. But there's a difference between preferring to be Superman and saying that Superman is a better superhero than Batman. Come on.
Superman is a better superhero than Batman.
A lot more.
My
Okay.
favorite superhero is Thanos.
My expectations in North Carolina going toward Georgia.
Stop acting like
Funny.
Alvaro.
Funny.
I'm saying that both are
Mickey
unlikely
Mouse.
that either would go blue. I'm just saying that I would have expected North Carolina to have a better likelihood of going blue than Georgia. I don't think either will go.
Let's
Hey.
look at Steven Crowder.
Student what?
Steven Crowder.
Or Steven Crowder. I gotta leave like in 10 minutes anyway, so that's when the stream is gonna end.
Finally.
Okay. Oh, psh.
What? He's not streaming anymore.
Oh my god.
What? Who is streaming? I want the Fox News. I want Fox News.
Fox News.
But why? Why don't you do it free? Oh! What? Word?
Things election day.
This is the
Quarters
cheap
right
one.
now where we
That is what?
What? What
More.
is this?
so much more we need to do to provide a pathway.
Go
to
to like
success.
the Fox main website. There's probably like there you can see it. Fox News.
Andres, Fox News is not. I would consider Fox News not conservative anymore.
Bro,
100%. 100%.
Well, there you go. Watch
100%.
Fox News live. Watch Fox News live.
No mames, bro.
Bro, Ben Shapiro appears on Fox News.
Where?
Dude, trust me. Like Chris Wallace, dude, and
Yeah, but Chris Wallace is one dude. He doesn't even have his nighttime special.
yeah, but like you have to like listen to you have to listen to their things.
I didn't want another state. They gave him
They gave him Arizona. It was so dumb. Like why? It was 60% of the vote.
People of color hate themselves. They want to identify with upward mobility, and to them that means white is right.
Oh.
I don't like this dude. I've watched him once or twice, and I don't like him.
Imagine saying something like that. It's grotesque.
This dude's a grifter.
As far as we
A
can tell,
what?
there's only one
That Tucker Carlson? Yeah.
of acknowledging what's going on here. And of all people, we hate to admit this, but we're going to tell you the truth. It's Sandy Cortez of Westchester, New York. She tweeted this, quote, "We've been sounding the alarm about Democratic vulnerabilities with Latinos for a long, long time. The necessary effort simply
Bro, I
hasn't
hate that girl. Like AOC. I don't like it.
Whatever your
voted
opinion on
freely
her,
for real reasons,
she's
not simply because
really
they
hot.
hate themselves.
No.
Oh, whoa.
What, are you objectifying women?
Whoa, hot take right there. Oh my gosh. What the hell are you talking about?
You're like, oh, I don't really like her policies, but if she becomes president, I'm gonna see her more on TV, and I'm like, so I'm gonna vote for her.
Andres, she. Okay, I could say like she was cute in her Twitch stream when like whenever she was playing, but
with blue
fucking
eyes.
call me, man. She's like, call me.
Because this is really
That kind of makes it hotter.
Bruh. First, you go on about how Lenin is a good guy. Then you say your favorite superhero is communist Superman.
I have a soft spot for people who starve
Every
the people.
human being in this country knows that Trump hates Hispanics. That's the main talking point against Trump. Why the heck would he all of a sudden become popular with the people he supposedly hates?
Because Latinos aren't dumb.
Backlash for Black Lives Matter. And so I can get into this
Very hot take right there.
survey that found 21% of Latinos said Trump. In June, ABC News also ran a poll that found 54% of Latino Democrats said they supported deploying federal forces to assist the police in putting down the riots. Overall, 60% of Latinos said the same. Now, the Fox survey ran again in August and September, each time coming back with more support for Latinos in favor of Trump. In September, the number was 34%, up from 21%.
Andres and Lucas, did any of you see those ads about like Panamanians for Trump?
Kind of implosion going on.
What? Wait, what?
Panameños por Trump.
Is that on YouTube? You gotta watch
Probably.
this.
Panameños por Trump.
On TikTok today, there was a lot of Panameños for Trump, like saying really stupid stuff, but I guess it's there.
Oh, then maybe it was Latinos for Trump, but I'm pretty sure it was Panameños for Trump.
El Salvador.
Pero pon por Trump, not for Trump.
Thanks.
Just because I had my filter out some of the.
Let's just look at the Latinos for Trump. These are really for Trump. The song.
Oh, this is the one I saw. I got so confused. I thought that was Panama for some reason.
Por Trump.
Now we gotta watch the comments.
Bro, isn't it kind of weird how like political ads that are in Latin American countries rely on populism?
Man, this reminds me when Rooks he did the Spotify songs for his campaign.
Oh yes, bro, I remember like
Lo bueno vuelve.
Lo bueno vuelve. Lo bueno vuelve, lo bueno vuelve. Rámelo, expresidente.
He did 2 songs, right?
No, yeah, there was like, and one for Nixon as well. Like it's incredible. It's incredible. It's like they think that Latinos vote for the guy that has a better song and that is like better. It looks better.
Yo ya voté por Donald J. Trump.
California
Wait,
presente
no.
por Trump.
Is this a El Salvador flag? Shame. Damn. This dude definitely part of the death squad. Definitely.
What?
That dude was definitely part of a death squad.
That went against your father?
That went against the people.
Oh, okay, Andres.
You don't know the history. You can't talk.
And you got extremely biased, so we gotta.
Trust me, I'm not.
Your Trump literally, your father literally fought on the war. How can you not
And
be
the
biased?
United Nations sided on the side of communists.
Impossible. Never.
Exactly.
Kidding.
That's how bad they were.
For Donald Trump.
Yeah. For
I
Donald
wonder
Trump.
if people knew that they were being filmed for a Trump video.
Put Latinos for Biden. Let's see let's see how the Democrats did in this regard.
That's Bill Woods. That's Bill Woods. Woods, there's your dad.
Dude, that actually looks like my dad.
That looks like your brother in like 20 years.
Oh, yo, ay, por Dios. Yeah, I'm telling you, this is what got the vote. This is what got the vote.
Facts. Damn.
Bad propaganda.
Damn. Damn. Okay, Head and Shoulders model.
This is why they lost so many Latino votes.
Okay.
Oh! There's one that clip right there won all the Venezuelan votes. I bet that 30 or 50% of the Latino vote for Trump are Venezuelans who are scared of the left.
Venezuelans and Cubans.
Venezuelans and
Yeah.
Cubans.
Puerto Ricans as well, right?
No, Puerto Ricans are split. Bro, 250 views. Damn. Well, this was made in Peru for sure.
Made in Peru. Made in Paraguay.
This is that has to be.
That's trash.
That has to be
This is why they lost so many Latino. Well,
Andres, give me a quick example of dehumanization in Africa. You need it for like an English essay.
You can say that there was like a whole like continental war and no one knows about it.
Wait, what's above South Africa?
Mozambique.
Because I know there's like a war up there, or there was during and Cuba like intervened or whatever. And there's like.
Oh, but that was like a while. I think that's Angola.
No, I think it's Angola too. Angola's the one with like the scary ass flag.
Yeah. But there was a whole war like around here in like the last 30 years that like no one talks about.
But due to culture.
What is that?
Not necessarily in Africa. I guess in the world. I mean.
okay. Hey, I'm gonna have to end the stream.
Fine.
Okay, Hugo.
Fine. Bye.
Oh wow. Say the proper goodbyes. You know what to say, Andres. Don't be like that. Come on.
Make sure to tune in to the Pickle Boys podcast. We're gonna be streaming tomorrow again.
Really? We are? Okay.
Of course we are. We're the most reliable news source in the world.
We're the most reliable news source for pickles.
Bro, more risa. Yes. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. So.
This is why I didn't bring you with me.
Yeah, no, I had to take care of my puppy. Though.
Okay then. No, in 3, 2, 1.